So offside penalty there against Shaker Colonie, and they're going to have to restart here, backing it up, and then they win the draw though, and Egan brings it in, and they'll hold in the zone 4 now. As let's see, is Leach that had it there on the far side. Point. Back to Leach at the point, looking for a pass. Gets it off, now in the circle. Pass down in front, shot in front, but this one's going to be covered by Levy, and he'll make his first save of the game. 46 seconds left on the 5-on-4 advantage for Shaker Colonie. Haven't heard anything over the PA since those initial penalties were called against both Minot and Dixon to get this one started. So we don't know exactly who had what. We'll take a look in between periods, as we always do. Try and get it worked out. Well, 44 seconds left on a one-man advantage for the Jets. 13:27 left in the period. Chance in front, and actually we're going to have another goal here. Another goal for Shaker Colonie. Not much of a celebration on that one. Looked like a redirect that got in. And the Jets take a 2-0 lead in the first minute and a half of this one. We'll see what they credit that one with. It looked like it came off the stick of Egan, and if it did, it'd be his 5th on the year. The number 2 scorer, tied for the number 2 scoring role for Shaker Colonie this year. So like we said, 2 goals already, and we're only to 13:22 left in the first period between Shaker Colonie and Clarkstown. Still 5 bodies in the Clarkstown box. Still 2 in for Shaker Colonie. And now we're back to full strength hockey, as a bunch of those penalties are actually offsetting minors. Clarkstown will back it up, finally clear their own zone. Now we're out in neutral ice, but getting it back for Shaker Colonie is Bink, and he'll bring it in up that right side. Clarkstown can't control just yet, and now they're going to have to back up with Meniger behind the goal. Stolen by the Jets, working for something is Bink, but he can't keep control of it on the near side boards, and it's flipped out, and it's going to go the length of the sheet. We're probably going to have icing, and we will, against Clarkstown. Skaters have changed for both. Now we're down to 4 in the box for Clarkstown, now 3. Only 1 in the box for Shaker Colonie. Backup goalie waits in there for Shaker Colonie since there's not enough room on the bench. Still working out the particulars on the ice. We've played exactly 1 minute and 17 seconds of hockey, or excuse me, 2 minutes and 17 seconds of hockey. It's hard to even keep track over here on the sideline. 2 minutes and 17 seconds of hockey, 2 goals, 2 majors, an ejection, and we're still working it out in the middle. Coming into this one, including last night's game, Clarkstown 3-4 on the year. They've allowed 31 goals on the season and scored 19. The Jets come into this game 3-4-2 on the season, 32 goals for, 34 against. We said that includes last night's game. A 2-2 tie for Shaker Colonie against Monroe Woodbury, and Bethlehem taking care of Clarkstown last night 9-3. Eagles had 3 in the first and 4 in the third period as they took down Section 1 representative for the tournament. Last night, another Section 2 action. We had a bunch of teams down in West Point. Shenandoah went down 7-3, while Saratoga actually picked up an overtime win over Pelham, which is a nice win for the Blue Streaks, who had been on a little bit of a slide after losing 5-0 to Glens Falls and then taking a 4-2 loss at Shenandoah right before the Christmas holiday. We got 2 in each box still. Nothing on the board just yet. And now we get to play the game once again. Dropped and put into the corner, and Clarkstown's going to have a chance to get this one out of danger. They can't do it though, and it's going to be held in by the Jets. Chara down there in the corner gets a pass across, but it's stopped before and get into the slot. Now taken out into neutral ice, and a chance for Clarkstown to get something going, but they can't get it under control, and Chiara has it back in the attacking third. Now we're back in neutral, and Jets trying to get some control. Can't do it yet though, and bringing it in is Clarkstown. Shaker Colonie have it on the stick for a second. Now they'll back it up behind the goal with Minot. Joe Minot, not Matt Minot, who's out. Excuse me, Mike Minot, who is out with the penalty right now. Added up to about 7.5 minutes of total penalty time. Like we said, haven't heard anything official over the PA yet, as they're seemingly just as confused as we are up here on center ice. Just under 12 minutes left. 2-0. Shaker Colonie leads Clarkstown at Bethlehem Area YMCA. We said we're part of this Winter Classic, the second annual Winter Classic for the Eagles. Held in the Colonie, or Shaker Colonie attacking third, looking for passes across the slot, and they had a chance right there, but they couldn't find Bink with it, and it gets back knocked out into neutral ice. Bink has it, it'll dump in. They're on sides, and they'll attack, but getting it out of danger right now is Derek Montana for Clarkstown. Eventually put back on, and it'll be covered by Levy at the back. 11:16 left in this one. 2-0 in favor of the Jets. Get new skaters on for both sides. And like we said, it's Ben Myers for TimeNewsUnion.com and the Sidelines blog. A wild first couple of, well, really seconds. We played 43 seconds of hockey. We had a goal, an ejection, a couple of major penalties. And now, if we finally had a couple of minutes apiece, as the two teams have a couple men in the box still for each. Going past the 11-minute mark, defense is there for Clarkstown, and they'll be backhanded out by Jake Dixon, who was in for one of those majors a while ago, but it's finally ticked away. Held in by the Jets and slung along the boards. Dixon's going to run it down though, and the captain backhands it. Can't get it out of the corner though, and the Shaker Colonie is going to have this one tied up there, trying to get something going. Still tied up in the corner, waiting for it to pop free. Now it does. Pass across is deflected, and now they're going to go right back to that corner, but it eventually gets behind the goal. Coming back out, we'll see if Hildebrand can hold it in. He cannot. He'll backtrack instead, and now Clarkstown will bring it after the Jets. Jets make the steal and get the transition up ahead to Duran. Duran's shot on is knocked into the corner on a nice save by Levy. Around the boards, shoulders delivered there. Another chance right in front on Levy. Levy makes one save. Now he'll dive out and make the stop in front of his own goal. Egan was there for the Jets. 10:09 left in the first period. 2-0. Shaker Colonie in the lead. I'm Ben Myers for the TimesUnion.com and the Sidelines blog. We'll be back in just a moment.